So when you go to Revelation 18:21.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down. It shall be found no more at all.
I meant, let's see, Revelation 18, 21. Is it 21? Yeah, 21 and 8. Revelation 21 and 8. Yeah.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Right. So now, that's talking about Israel too. Okay? That's Israel. They're going to take part in the second death. So now when we go back to Revelation 20, we're going to deal with that, right? Okay, Revelation 20 and 5 now.
The book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 5. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection.
How about that now, huh? So now we know that we're going to reign with Yahawashi for 1,000 years. Okay? But it said the rest of the dead, and the reason why it's saying the rest of the dead, because it's coming off of the martyrs. The martyrs are beheaded for the witness and testimony of Yahawashi. So they had to be sacrificed because they're not going to bow down to the mark or bow down to the image, right? But the rest of the dead lived not until the 1,000 years were finished. Why come the rest of the dead not going to live?
They weren't faithful to death.
They weren't faithful to death. They compromised. They sold out. Okay? Meaning there's going to be a certain remnant of our people that, of course, they're going to be in the 1,000-year reign with Yahawashi and ruling and everything, and ruling in righteousness with Yahawashi and everything for 1,000 years. Come. But then there's going to be the ones of our people who have sold out, especially have it good in this society. You know, you got a lot of billionaires of our people that live better than these are. So why should they go to the 1,000-year reign living good, and they've lived good here in this society? Why would they? That's not fair, is it?
Yeah, better than Lazarus.
Yeah, exactly.
Reward, right?
Exactly. So there's a lot of our people that have already compromised themselves and sold out in this society for their billionaires and their millionaires in society and live good in society. So why would the Most High have it? They gonna go to the kingdom and have their cake and eat it too? In the kingdom, in the 1,000-year reign? No. So they're not gonna live again until the 1,000-year reign is up. And all the Most High is going to do is bring them back to do what? Judge them. That's the only reason why they're going to come back.
So, Salakia.
Okay.
The second death. Death and hell was cast into the lake of fire, which is the second death. So you're saying after.
Right. I'm explaining what the second death is. Okay. It's coming. I'm explaining what it is. Okay. But the rest of the dead live not. This is 25 Revelation. Okay. Till 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. The first resurrection is being resurrected from what? From
death.
Yeah, but from what?
From death.
Yeah, from death. If there's a second death, that suggests what? That there must be a first. But the scriptures never said nothing about a first death. But you already conclude there has to be one. There's a second one.
Well, I know, but we thought the first. Well, I'm under the impression the first death was.
I know.
The flood.
And this is what.
Right.
This is what I'm gonna bring out. That first death is talking about the destruction that Yahawashi is going to bring to the valley of Jehoshaphat. When Yahawashi comes, he's going to bring destruction too. He's going to destroy the works of who? He's coming to destroy the works of the Antichrist, the beast.
Armageddon.
Right. Now, you want to be resurrected from that death. A lot more people are not going to make it. See? A lot of people, remember, it says there's no redemption without bloodshed. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed amongst our people. Remember, it says only 2/3 are going to be put to death, 1/3 are going to come through the fire. So that's why when you go to Joel 3:1 or 3:2, it tells you about the destruction that Yahawashi is going to bring at the valley of Jehoshaphat, when he's going to have all the nations be led by the Antichrist in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Because Jehoshaphat means valley of decision, judgment. Remember we read the judgment? Okay, so that's what Jehoshaphat means, valley of judgment. Most sides going to bring. That's in, of course, valley of Jehoshaphat is in Jerusalem. A lot of wars, you read in the history, a lot of wars were fought there. Because valley of Jehoshaphat is an open plain. Right. You can fit probably millions of people. And you can just go to battle. Go to battle. So Yahawashi is coming. That's why he's coming. He's coming to go to battle. He's not coming for nothing else, to go to battle.
The blood will be up to the
horses' brow.
And it said President Thomas Jefferson seen the plane. He visited it. He seen it. He says, truly, this right here is the perfect place to conduct this slaughter.
Slaughter.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so today is Syria. The valley of Jehoshaphat is where they're fighting at right now, Syria, in that area, which is towards the Mediterranean Sea, down by the Euphrates River.
Yeah. Well, it's in Jerusalem. It's
in that region.
Yeah, it's a great plain. It's flat. It's flat too. Great plain where you can fit a lot of people, right? So we're gonna have the Antichrist lead the armies of the nations into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, and when he says he's gonna lead all the nations, it don't mean the people of the nation. It means the armies. Okay. The army, the military of any nation is the nation. Comes? Yeah. He's going to lead all these armies there, and it's going to be a great slaughter. So you read Joel.
The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2.
Right.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
So how are you going to plead? By destroying us. Bringing judgment. Look, when Yahawashi come out, he's coming with the angels. He says he's coming on a white horse. He's coming with the chariots. And also Yahawashi going to say he's bringing fire, right? Coming with fire with his chariots. And he says also out of his hand shall go lightning. Yahawashi is coming with boom, 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 swords, everything. Total.
So he's going to plead with all flesh.
All flesh, y'all.
Plead with all flesh.
Right. He says lightning shall come from, when he comes, the whole earth's going to be like his daytime out. Okay?
God.
Because, the whole earth is always midnight somewhere, day somewhere else, afternoon somewhere else. But when Yahawashi comes, it's going to be like lightning going to go from one end of the earth to the next. And you're going to know Yahawashi. Because all of a sudden, it's 12 o'clock midnight and it's daylight. You're going to know it's Yahawashi, right? So you're going to know something ain't right.
Right.
So when he comes, it's going to be total destruction. So that's what he's talking about. Valley of decision.
Right.
Okay. Was that it? The second verse.
And I will gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
So you see how angry Yahawashi is? He's pleading for Israel. All right, Colin? He's pleading for Israel. That's why a remnant of us have to be in Jerusalem when this happens. Why? Because he's coming to save or redeem Israel. He's not going to come, he says, when he comes down on the Mount of Olives, he's not coming for the so-called Zionists over there, the Israelis. He's not coming for them. He's coming for us. That's why a remnant of us, okay, all of us ain't going to be there at the time, but a remnant of us, some of us got to be there.
Joel 3, 2.
Yeah, and then we'll go to Zechariah 14 and 2. So you can understand, this is the first death, the destruction, the first death.
Okay. Con.
also got to remember. You got to remember during the tribulation period, you got the first half of the tribulation period and the second half. First half is the beginning of the tribulation period. The second half is called the Great Tribulation period, right? The last 3.5 years.
Okay.
Okay? When you read the scriptures, there's going to be billions of people put to death. We're talking about from the tribulation period on to that climax, which is the destruction that Yahawashi is going to bring at the Valley of Jehoshaphat. We're talking about billions of people. Come? Okay?
Come.
So read it, Zechariah 14:2.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle.
See, there you go.
Right.
I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle. Go on.
And the city shall be taken.
And the, what? Wait a minute.
And the city shall be taken.
What? We're going to be taken again? Yeah, come on. Yeah, it's going to be taken again. Okay? Even the remnant of us that's over there is going to be taken again. That's why Yahawashi said, when you see the abomination of desolation, when you see that, flee back out. Because the ones Yahawashi delivered with the chariots, he's going to bring them to where? The wilderness. So the ones in Jerusalem at that time had to flee back out into the wilderness. Come? We're going, the ones that are delivered from all the regions of the earth, from the four corners, are going to be delivered into the wilderness. We're not going straight back into Jerusalem. Come?
Come.
Because he got to do what? He got to purge out who?
The rebels.
You got to purge out the rebels first. You got to purge the rebels first. So even the ones of our people in Jerusalem now, when they see the abomination of desolation coming, meaning the Antichrist, right? The beast system, meaning the Antichrist coming, they got to do what? Get the hell back out of there. You got to get out of there. I know, they're over there now. The remnant of us got to be there, but they got to get the hell back out. That's why you got to know what the scriptures are saying. Okay, go ahead,
For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished.
Are women going to be ravished again? How about that, But only for a short period of time. Come?
Come.
It's not going to be, for a long period of time. It's only going to be for a short period of time. Go on.
And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city.
Yeah. Okay, so the residue will not be cut off. Go on.
Then shall Yahweh go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle.
Now, that goes to show you this didn't happen yet, right? Because Yahawashi didn't come in. So I goes to show you that you know that this is talking about a future prophecy. Come. Then Yahawashi shall go forth like he fought in the day of battle. So he's coming to defend what? The city of Jerusalem. Come? Israel. He's coming to defend Israel. That's another reason why he's coming.